We need to find a way to weaken Namor.
Even weakened, he's still gonna be a problem.
The Black Panther has never failed to protect Wakanda.
Why don't you bring it back then? Oh, that's why she was looking at the bracelet earlier. Because they said it was made from the fibers of the plant. Her synthetic heart-shaped herb. Is she gonna take it? I hope Namor feels like a dumbass because he just gave her the key.
Why doesn't he look like them?
His physiology is completely different. None of them fly or have pointed ears like him.
And he called himself a mutant too. I wonder if that's gonna be like, if that's purposely put in here. Is he a mutant? Like X-Men mutant?
In the attack before he took out your plane, he jumped back into the water. What if that's what makes him strong?
Yo, that's it. Grio, we need to convert the Royal Talon fighter into a per-evaporation chamber.
Okay. Is she gonna build a suit?
I was the tip of the spear of Wakanda's army. This
Let's see
is
one.
not me. Besides, I'm a civilian now. I turned in my weapon.
I built you a new spear as well.
A new one?
Yes,
What is this contraption's name anyway?
the Midnight Angel.
Ooh, nice.
How many of these did you make? I look for you at the Jabari outpost.
I won't be forced out of my home.
You have such a rebellious
Ah.
spirit. Why did you join the Dora?
Why do you care?
I love that. Does she want a suit for her too? Is that what she was
I
asking?
still have a lot of fight left in me. Tell me, Aneka, daughter of Kayana, do you still have some fight left in you?
What do you have in mind?
It's every time when they do it like that. Call you by your parents' name. She is building a suit.
Grio,
She did it.
what's the confidence rate?
98.7%, Princess. Would you like me to print the heart-shaped
Good
herb?
enough for me.
Molo sana, Shuri.
Thought you'd be back in Haiti by now.
I'm still Wakandan, you know.
Why don't they both take it?
What you have here now is a chance to restore Wakanda's protector. I mean, shouldn't we be burning incense or something?
Yes. It's a sacred right. So it is, Shuri.
Are you sure you don't want me to bury you?
No. I need you to have access to my chest, just in case I go through cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest?
Excuse me?
She's joking. Right? Right?
Allow this heart-shaped herb to give you the strength of the Black Panther.
She's underwater. Maybe it's because it was made with the water. And she's dry. That was cool. Why does this feel eerie? What?
Chidaka,
Little cousin,
how?
how? It's never as important as why, right?
He's been
You
listening.
chose me.
Impossible. I would never choose you.
Why did you take the herb?
For revenge.
You didn't believe the ancestral plane was real, did you? So why did you take it then?
So I can be strong.
Strong to do what? I took it to avenge my ancestors too.
I'm nothing like you. You took it for yourself, then destroyed the rest.
Thanks.
Afraid of being replaced. Just a coward.
Cowards. That was the Panthers that came before me. And before T'Challa.
Don't mention my brother. You're the reason why he's dead.
Are you gonna be noble like your brother? Or take care of business? Like me.
Damn.
Who did you see?
She's gonna say.
It didn't work.
Hey, Shuri,
They abandoned me.
they would never do that.
I did everything I was supposed to do. I recreated the herb.
okay?
I just did your stupid ritual, and for what?
Relax.
Why didn't he come for me?
Just relax.
You believe in it though. It worked. Slow synth music, my favorite. Oh, this is giving me chills.
There are more people coming from the city.
They need more space. So what? It is a wonder how anything gets done with you people.
She's always gotta be saying something. It's like that be her. She looks good.
A princess.
She has done it. The Black Panther lives!
Nemo believes Wakanda's on her knees.
That was really emotional.
He believes we have no protector. Now is our time to strike.
How?
We'll bring Nemo to us.
Here again?
No, a distant location at sea.
Here again.
Is murdering him the right solution?
You were calling for his head when his only crime was intimidation.
What has changed, Lord M'Baku?
His soldiers did not call him general or king. They called him Kukul Khan.
What is that?
Oh god.
Feather serpent god.
I see his point. If you kill their god, they're gonna never stop being at war with you.
Nemo's not finished. He promised to destroy the surface world. Now is our opportunity to take him. What are you afraid of?
War. If Namor is indeed a god to his people, killing him will risk eternal war.
And so what? Was my mother's life not worth eternal war?
Of course, she was.
This is tough.
But it is not what she would have wanted for you.
I mean, what else are you gonna do though? I don't think he'll just stop.
You speak of my mother as if she's still here. Of what she would have wanted for me. Her hopes and her dreams. But she's dead.
Well,
She's
that still
gone.
matters though.
Nemo drowned her. Right in front of me. So her dreams, her goals, her hopes for me, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is what I want. And what I want is Nemo dead.
Honestly, me too though.
We leave in the morning.
He did not like that. But he couldn't argue with it either. I love that suit.
Hi. Good morning.
Look at them.
If we survive this, I want you to know you have a home with me in Haiti.
Okay. Interesting. Her suit looks so badass.
Fury, I want you to be honest with me. Who did you see when you took the herb?
She's suspicious about that.
If you go to war for vengeance, it will not fill the hole left from her loss. It will only grow larger, and it will consume you.
That's true too though. Damn, this is so hard. I don't know what to do in this situation. Because you know he's not gonna stop.
Tanumeya, ulak humpel al kukasham vibranium. Tush.
It's a trap. Okay. Too late. That's really cool how they underwater they're not blue, but when they come out they turn blue. Except for him. Love that. He's gonna take out the ships first. He's so annoying. Oh my god.
For the queen.
That suit looks amazing. Oh shit. Oh, I hate him. Okay, I see. She ate that. That's so creepy how they crawl. Oh my god, I love them. Get him. Oh, nice. She would put the blasters on the suit.
Evaporation cells activated.
How you feeling, Namor?
What's wrong? I need a glass of water.
Namor has been captured. Buyelani Emva!
Back to Wakanda!
Are these people just gonna like stop attacking? Doubt it. Oh. She's a menace. Gotta give it to her though. She's like #1 on Namor's side.
Sonic Electra has been destroyed.
Oh. That was their defense. What? Oh shit, they're gonna blow up the entire shed. Are we gonna sink the ship? Yeah.
The sea leopard has lost power, and they are experiencing significant casualties.
Okoye!
Panther!
Hambili!
Aneka!
Oh.
It is time!
These suits are really cool too. I'll just let him break it.
What's the damage?
Catastrophic. The ship could explode at any second.
Get us to the desert.
Not explode. Dude. Hope her suit absorbed all that. Damn. Okay. Those daggers are pretty cool. Blasters broke. I was gonna say, we need to take those out. He's way too annoying to fight like that. The disrespect. When she unleashes that shockwave. Bitch. Would they die though? The drop kick. No. I hate them so much.
It could have been different.
Yeah, if you want a fucking psycho. I'm sorry, it pisses me off. Don't let him get to the water. Come on. Pull it out. Throw it at him.
Like your brother? Or take care of business? Like me?
I'm not my brother. Namor will beg me for mercy as I stand and watch as he dies.
What's more to that conversation? What's that mean?
Wakanda forever!
He's not gonna die from that, right? He honestly deserves it. He had no reason to do all this at all. Like, I understand he wanted to protect his people, but waging war and protecting are two different things. And trying to force another nation to join you.
Shuri, show him who you are.
She's not gonna do it. It's not her shoes.
And Wakanda will protect your oceans. You'd. And your people will live.
What's he going to, though?
Vengeance has consumed us. We cannot let it consume our people.
Well, I didn't think you would. You better tell your people immediately. That kid was so happy.
Said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes.
I would say be careful about your technology and who you share it with.
Can't let you leave with it.
People be stealing it and shit. It's not gonna let her keep this too.
Took me a while to find all the parts from the river, but it was worth it.
Okay. It's a nice consolation.
Look after yourself.
Sure you're not trying to slide to Chicago? Catch a Bulls game?
It sounds fun, but I have something I need to take care of.
Am I just reading into that, or did I sense queer energy? I love purple so much. Best color ever. Oh yeah, so who will be the ruler now?
Princess Shuri, the Black Panther.
What?
The Black Panther sends her regards. I, M'Baku, wish to challenge for the throne.
So he's gonna be the king.
Hajambach all al hooking stenta tu klakma tu vetahi. Balamo. Letiu by no mayik al winikil. Titulakal. Letahayik al nohlumo. An ahmotan nopti. Beklatune. Ikbetaha. Tan lokan beklae. Lekaho janjo kabilo. Janubate ko Wakanda. Wakanda tune. Janukatikak.
So he still wants war. He's just gonna bide his time.
What the hell is this? Can we turn around?
Just definitely some kind of an ambush. Busting him out.
Hey.
It's good to see you. Everything is ready. Just give me one moment, eh?
Actually, I think I should do it on my own.
Of course.
What's she gonna do? She's finally ready to let it go. Do it. That's how it ends. A mid-credit scene, so I'm going to skip to that.
Shuri, can we join you now? This is my son, Toussaint. Toussaint, this is your auntie, Shuri.
Hi.
What?
We agreed it was better for him to grow up here, away from the pressure of the throne.
Did my mother meet him?
She did.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Toussaint is a beautiful name.
Thanks. Yours is cool too, I guess. Toussaint is my Haitian name.
Ogubani.
My name is Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa.
They got me on that one. Dedicated to our friend Chadwick Boseman. That was good. Okay, guys, I had to take a minute to compose myself. After that ending, I thought the movie was really good, really entertaining. I thought it was a really good transition movie of showing Shuri stepping into the role of the new Black Panther and taking on that mantle, taking on that responsibility as the protector of Wakanda and carrying on her brother's legacy. I think it's really cool to see Shuri step into this role. Her suit looked really cool, and I liked how she added her blasters to the suit. So that is already making me think, she really is the perfect person to take on the role because much like with Tony Stark and Iron Man, Shuri is very smart. She's always coming up with new gadgets and new weapons, and she was always the one designing the suits. So I think that's really cool for her to take on the role of the Black Panther because it's just making me think she's always going to be upgrading the suit, always coming up with new gadgets and tools and weapons for it. I think that's going to be really cool to see going forward with this series. I also thought that this movie was a cool introduction to Riri Williams and how super smart she is as well. It's going to be really cool watching her series on Disney Plus too and getting to see more about her character and more about how smart she is and all of the things that she's going to come up with. I'm pretty sure when she gets back to Boston, she's probably going to make a suit, her own suit, with whatever technology she has available to her and able to come up with. It's unfortunate that she didn't get to keep her suit from Wakanda, but we know she'll build another one. She had already built one anyways before, so I know she'll build another one, and maybe she'll have some even greater insights and ideas and knowledge after being in Wakanda for a while and seeing the lab and having access to their knowledge and technology. She might, have some upgrades with her own stuff and her own work. As far as the overall story of Marvel going forward, we got to see as well that, Val DeFontaine or whatever her name is. We finally figured out, okay, that's who she is. So she's the one that's been recruiting all these other kind of side characters to her little group. So it's interesting now we see she's basically recruiting these people for working for the FBI, probably in secret or something, some kind of secret team or something is my guess. And now we see as well, we got a little bit of an insight that she was saying she dreams about being the only country in control of vibranium. So she's obviously going to be some sort of a villain, I guess, going forward. And probably whatever team she's building is going to be helping her to try to secure supremacy for the United States by stealing vibranium or looking for it in other locations other than just in Wakanda and all of that. So that's sort of an interesting thing going forward with that aspect. I'm really glad that we got that mid-credit scene at the end to show that, in fact, Shuri is not alone. She does have a family left over with Nakia and T'Challa's son, little T'Challa. So cute and so precious. And I'm so glad that she has family still, because it was looking really bleak for her, having no one left at all by the end of this movie. But now we see there is hope for the future, and there is family for her to, have that connection with. So I'm really glad that we got that at the end. It's looking like maybe she's taking Nakia up on that offer and moving in with her and just living there in Haiti. That's interesting. Or I don't know if maybe she was just visiting there. I'm not too sure on that. But if she does move there, that's going to be interesting, with her being the Black Panther, being Wakanda's protector. I wonder how they're going to work that out, if that's the case. I don't know. Maybe she was just visiting. Maybe she'll still go back to Wakanda and live there. I don't know. Another big thing was that Okoye lost her position as the head of the Dora Milaje. I wonder if they're going to stick to that and she'll just be this new Midnight Angel character. That would be pretty cool for her, I guess. But I'm also wondering, will she just be reinstated as the head of the Dora Milaje at some point in the future? I'm not too sure on that one, but either way would be cool to see. Because the whole thing of her being sort of stripped of that title and being pretty much kicked off of the Dora Milaje as the head of them, I kind of felt like that was a little bit unfair for Queen Ramonda to do that, because she allowed Shuri to leave with Okoye. She allowed that to happen. Okay. She was the one that was scared of Namor as well, and she still allowed Shuri to go. And she didn't send extra guards or anything. She allowed her to just leave with Okoye only. So I feel like that's partially on her with that whole situation. So I don't think it was right of her to fully blame it all on Okoye. But I understand, though, she was dealing with a lot and was really feeling all of that grief and all of that loss as well. So kind of mixed feelings on that whole situation. I just think it was a bit unfair of her to put all of the blame on Okoye like that. Of course, then we also have to now talk about the death of Queen Ramonda and how she was murdered by Namor. I really hate him. I hate his character so much and everything what he was doing, obviously. And so horrible and tragic to lose her. It's going to be crazy going forward with the Black Panther series without Angela Bassett. She's an amazing actress, and she really acted her ass off in this movie, and it's going to be sad to not see her in future movies. However, we did see that she was in the ancestral realm, so maybe we'll get to see her in that aspect in the future. Now, getting towards the end of this review, I do unfortunately have a lot of negative things to say about the whole villain storyline with Namor and his people and what he was doing and everything. There's some things that I feel don't make sense, and maybe you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it feels like some of the stuff doesn't make sense. Like when he originally comes in the picture, he's saying, I want you to go get Riri Williams, the scientist, and bring her to me. And he also says he wants his people to be kept a secret. However, we later learn that, in fact, he's already been planning to wage war on the entire planet. So that part doesn't make sense to me. Why do you want to be kept secret, but yet you want to wage war on the entire planet? How are you going to wage war without revealing yourself? And how are you going to keep yourself secret and your people secret and safe if you're going to wage war on the entire planet? That doesn't make any sense. And then with the whole thing of telling the Wakandans to capture Riri and bring her to him, yet when they're in the middle of doing that, he sends his people to go and intercept and just kidnap Riri themselves. What was the point of that? If you were going to do that, why didn't you just go get her yourself in the first place? Why did you even have to involve the Wakandans to go do it? And then you're going to intercept her anyways. That also doesn't make any sense. And also, you revealed your people doing that to the police that were there and stuff. I guess maybe they killed every single person that was a witness, but that's still, like, why would you even risk that anyways if you're trying to keep your people secret? I feel like the only way that that would make sense is if somehow Namor knew that they weren't just going to hand over Riri and they were just going to like take her to Wakanda and protect her from him. But I don't see how he would have possibly known that. So it doesn't make sense why he sent his people to intercept and kidnap her. The final major issue that I see of the whole Namor villain storyline that doesn't make sense to me is why was he trying to force the Wakandans to join him in the first place? Because it's not like he needed their help. Like, he didn't truly need them to help wage war on the planet. If him and his people and their technology and their vibranium can attack Wakanda and put up a fight, then there's no way that he needs their help to attack the rest of the planet who has nothing compared to their technology at all to stand a fight against it or to stand a chance. So it doesn't make sense why he was trying to force them to join in the first place either. His people and him could have done it all on their own just fine. So that doesn't make sense to me, once again, unless he was thinking that Wakanda will rise to protect the rest of the planet from him. So he knew that they would be the only people that would be able to defend the planet from them. And so he was trying to get them to join in that way. But that's not how he said it. That's not how he portrayed it. So I don't see that being the reason. So I'm not really sure how I feel about the entire resolution of this movie, if you could call it that, because it still seems like he's very much going to be a villain going forward. He didn't yield because he thought he was wrong. He yielded because, well, he was about to be killed if he didn't, but also because he still has this like victim mindset of being colonized. And so he thinks that in the future, the other nations are going to try to attack Wakanda and Wakanda will have to rely on them for help, which once again, that doesn't make sense to me. Wakanda can defend itself just fine. They're not going to need another advanced civilization with access to vibranium to help them. I don't understand that part or why he thinks that way. Again, unless he's thinking that at some point the other nations are going to get access to vibranium and develop vibranium technology and then use that to attack Wakanda, then I can see, that happening where, Wakanda might need an ally. But once again, it wasn't really portrayed that way. He didn't say that. He just said that the other nations were going to attack Wakanda for their resources. So once again, it kind of just doesn't make sense to me with this whole way of thinking. But in either case, we see that he did not truly yield. He still thinks he's right. He only yielded to buy time because he thinks that the other nations will attack and that they will inevitably still go to war because he thinks he's right. So that tells me that he's still going to be a villain going forward in some capacity at some point. So this movie didn't feel like it was really resolved with that aspect. We do get to see that Shuri did stay true to herself, though. We know that she's the type of person that wants to help rather than harm. She's not the type of person that really wants to be aggressive or be vengeful or go out of her way to hurt others. She always seems like she wants to be more on the side of healing and helping. So it was nice to see that she did stay true to her heart and herself at the end of this movie. So I'm not mad at her decision, but I just feel like the movie wasn't resolved with the villain. Like, I feel like he will be back in the future. And again, too, I don't want to make it seem like I just don't understand Namor's point of view. Like, I get the trauma and the aspect of being colonized and all of that. Like, I totally understand that. But he's still in the wrong with what he's doing and how he's thinking about it. Pretty much wanting to become the aggressor, become the colonizer before it happens to him and his people. So it's not right. And again, he's not wrong because obviously, like we saw with the director of the CIA, they want the vibranium and they want to build weapons with it. They want to make, the United States supremacy. So he's not wrong about it, but he's wrong about the way he wants to deal with it. But it will be interesting to see what does happen in the future. If the other countries do start getting a hold of vibranium, it will be interesting to see what does happen. What will Shuri do? So that will be interesting to see what will happen if that happens in the future too. And again, maybe he's right about what will happen, but I still don't ever will think that it will be correct how he wants to deal with it. But yeah, other than that, guys, those are pretty much my thoughts going out of this movie. Let me know, what your thoughts are, if you agree, disagree with my opinions, in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you liked this video. And I will be reacting to the rest of the MCU and the Disney Plus Marvel shows going forward, and Star Wars Disney Plus content as well. So if you want to see my reactions to those things going forward, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you there. But with that said, that's going to be all for this reaction. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.